Dr. D. Vijayarani, Associate Professor and Head, Department of Home Science, V.V. Vaniparmal College for Women, Virudhunagar. Actually, how do we expect an individual to be? We expect some characteristics from each and everybody. That is, a human being must have some characteristics, basic characteristics. What do we expect from others? Yes, we expect others to be very polite, humble, and he or she must adjust with others, commitment in work, sincerity, and so many factors we expect from each and everybody, and we also want to be like that. How do we get all these characteristics or personality? During the childhood period itself, we should bring up, we should nurture all these characteristics through proper disciplinary technique. So, in this video, you will be knowing what is discipline, what techniques are adapted to discipline the child, and what are the characteristics of each disciplinary technique, and adapting that technique, what's the effect on children. And finally, you will be knowing or concluding which disciplinary technique should be adapted in all families or institute or wherever we go. Right? Okay, what is discipline? Discipline is an organized, regulated, orderly way of life. During child period, we should help the child to become a happy, outgoing, expressive, cooperative individual, so that in future they might be very happy, they understand each other, there won't be any conflict among the people. So during the childhood period itself, ஐந்தில் வளையாதது ஐம்பதில் வளையுமா, teach each and everything to the child. First of all, we must be like that. Only then the child can imitate or take it into as role model. So it means learning the acceptable ways of expressing his or her feelings. It is also society's way of teaching the child that moral concepts and behavior approved by the group. So discipline plays an important role in the development of personality of child. So these are the different types of disciplinary techniques that we adapt in all families. Like first one is authoritarian disciplinary techniques, second one permissive disciplinary techniques, third one democratic disciplinary techniques. Let us see what is authoritarian disciplinary technique. This picture, when you see this, that man is telling something to that boy. So obeying whatever the mother or father, whatever they say, the child they may follow. Strict rules and regulations will be there. Without denying, without saying anything, simply the child should accept whatever the parents say. No freedom in conveying his or her opinion or anything, feelings. And parents, they also expect too much perfection. During the childhood period, whatever the child does, that one, we should encourage the child. We can't expect too much perfection. So, due to experience, they may get that perfection. So, first we should appreciate the child. But here, they expect too much emphasis on perfection. First time itself, that must be done by the child in a perfect way. But it's very difficult, you know. First time itself, it's very difficult for the child to do whatever we expect. And making the child to provide, the parents, they may provide too many decisions. So the child may get confused what to adapt. And suppose when the child does wrong things, continuous nagging by the mother or father, criticism will be there. So the child may think that, suppose if I do the wrong ones, these people may criticize. So they feel difficult, or they won't obey whatever the parents say. And parents, they won't respect the individual rights of the child. We should respect whoever that might be, whether it is young or old or equal to us, whoever that might be, we should respect them. But here, no such respect for the child. Each and everybody is unique. Each and everybody has some maximum potential. So we can expect that only. Suppose if the child gets 50 marks or 60 marks, we can expect the child to get at least 70, 75 or 80, not more than that. The child's standard is that only. But when we expect more than that, 90 or 100 when we expect, it's very difficult for the child to attain. So parents, they expect unattainable standards. So that may irritate the child to study or to do any work. And control through external force, that is punishment. Suppose if the child it's not up to that level, means beating with the belt or with the stick, something might be done by the parents. But nowadays parents are not doing, but even then punishment will be there. And whenever we do something in the family, we should involve the children also. But here what's happening, they are not involving the children in decision making. Suppose when we involve the children also in decision making, means they can understand. So the implementation will be easy for the family members. Then little or no recognition are other signs of approval. That means, suppose when the child does good things, means we should say very good, just by patting or saying good words or giving some reward, something, a small gift also that may encourage a child to do. But here no such recognition at all, and no relaxation in the corporal punishment. The child may get afraid of that corporal punishment like beating, pinching, something like that. Then depriving the child of opportunity to learn to control his own behavior. So the child may not be in a position to control his behavior. So what will happen when you adopt this disciplinary technique, authoritarian disciplinary technique? The child feel that the world is hostile to him, and the child in turn might be hostile to the world. So this may lead to juvenile delinquency. Juvenile delinquency, all of you know that. So some crime or something might be done by the child below the age of 16 years. They are more sensitive, and they live in an interpersonal world of constant threat. These people are very rebellious. That means very not obedient. Sometimes outward they might look like obeying whatever others say, but when they are not in that place, means their behavior might be something different, and they might be very submissive and obedient to parents. In front of parents only they might be like this. Outside, other than that, or suppose parents are not there in that place, means their behavior might be something different. They may have a hypercritical attitude. Not only that, they live in fantasy where that higher official, that means that the parents might be below them, or they think that they have won their parents' attitude or anything, whatever that might be. So they live in fantasy world, and they may turn their anger, aggressions, everything inward, but it's not good for health. Whatever the anger or fear or something that might be let out, the aggression might be let out through proper channel, but here it's going inside. Then they may get afraid of punishment. Then they may have negativistic attitude towards their parents or by themselves or to others. That's what I told you, outwardly they might be quiet, and they may control their curiosity, originality, created. Suppose even if they want to tell that one to their parents, means the inner mind that restrict them not to let out. So they keep quiet, they keep mum in front of others. They won't tell anything, they won't show their whatnot, originality, creativity, appreciation, anything. And they feel something lack of confidence. They feel that they are worthless, they are nothing, something like that they may think. In future, this is very, very important. In future, they also become like this authoritarian personality. So it's a continuous cycle. So when we follow that authoritarian personality means automatically our kids also they may follow that, the generation after generation that may go on. So not only that, they learn to be shy and dishonest, and they are very anxious and uncertain, they are very nervous, they don't know what to do, something they feel insecure, right? The next disciplinary technique is permissive disciplinary technique. See this picture, the parents, both of them are sitting together and talking. They don't bother about the kids. They are playing of their own. These parents, they want to look after this their kids. Here, no recognition at all. No prize. No anything. No prize. Nothing. The children, they can live of their own. Whatever they want to do, they can do. No boundary for them. Children, they can take decision. Wherever they want to go, they can go. No time limit, no restriction, too much leniency will be there. This is also not that much good. So, what's the effect of this permissive discipline technique on children means? Children, they may feel insecure and confused. They may get confused. They don't know what to follow. I don't know what to do. I don't know what further, how to do that and all they may say. And they have they don't have the idea of which is right, which is wrong. They develop the illusion they may get. They become fearful, anxious. These people also, they may have anxious, aggressiveness, uncontrollable behavior they may behave. It's very difficult for these children to adapt into the school. Teachers also feel difficult to control these children. The last one is democratic disciplinary technique. Here, it emphasizes growth, self-discipline, self-control. This democratic disciplinary, see when this picture, parents, both of them are sitting together with their kids and telling something, discussion is going on. These kids are telling something, these parents also, they are telling something to their kids. So, we should spend quality time with the kids. That means quality time is we should think about the kids only. What do they think? What do the parents think? Everything might be discussed in the family. So, whatever they do, we should praise the child and we should approve the child just by laughing or patting or giving something. And they should, kids, they think that parents are with us, they will do everything for us and they should feel secured. So that's what in this punishment will be given only at the appropriate time. No harsh punishment like authoritarian discipline technique. Here that child must be expected to behave in a certain manner, like when to do, how to do, what to do. So all these explanation must be given. Only when we give this, they might be doing that thing. Whether the parents are there or not, they may behave in such a way, in a good way. Educating the child to understand fully and behave in the approved manner. Here the child might be expected to behave in that way, but not forcing the child, but explaining the child why the child should do that, how to do that. It's very, very important. Only through interaction this may happen. And moreover, the child's activities, planning must be done about the child's activity so that the energy might be channelized in a proper way. So suppose if you follow this, what will happen? They may develop desirable personal and social adjustment. This is very, very important for human beings. In future, like when the child, he or she becomes adult, we expect this only in future when they go to college or when they get married or even after getting married also. This adjustment, personal and social adjustments, it's very, very essential to lead a happy, healthy life. So this we may get only through democratic disciplinary technique. And the child may develop independence in thinking. For everything, the child may not or should not come and ask the parents or teachers often. Something they should develop independence. They should not depend on anybody when they become adult. So, thinking independently it's possible only when you adapt that democratic disciplinary technique. initiative in action. Everything they may do with the interest, be active, outgoing, and they are very spontaneous in behavior. Everything that they may do voluntarily, they should come forward for doing anything. No restriction at all. So this is what achieve healthy, positive, confident and self-concept. And they may have better self-control. This is very, very important in our day-to-day life. Emotionally, we must be very stable, that we may get only through this following this democratic disciplinary technique everywhere. And human being, all of us, we may have obstacles in day-to-day life, but dealing that obstacles in a positive way. Every day we face problems, but that must be solved or tackled in a positive way. So that is possible only through this adapting this democratic disciplinary technique. And this is also very, very important. Cooperate with the people with a friendlier approach. This is very, very important in our modern industrialized hurry-burry life. We need this. So in a friendly way, when you want to approach all the people, means we have to adapt democratic disciplinary technique. So they may achieve greater creativity also. This is what the society expects nowadays from each and everybody. That creativity might be possible by adapting democratic disciplinary technique to the children, so that ultimately they might be very creative. Thank you.